Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Lena Live. Tonight we begin with the weather as the temperatures are dropping and snow is on the way. Let's start off with meteorologist Jessica Van Meter tracking it all with a first look. Hi, Jessica.
Hey there, Lena. Yeah, that changeover is underway. We had rain for much of the overnight morning hours. We're getting to the backside of this system now. So we noticed the snow that's really taking over on the west side of the system, and that's going to be the case for the majority of the Great Lakes. We're going to see snow changing over and lake effect developing. We can already see some very intense lake effect bands coming off of Lake Michigan. We're going to try to get another one to develop off of Lake Huron as we go through the evening and overnight, and then some additional bands will develop off of Lake Erie as well as we head into tomorrow. So we're in that transition time right now. So your precipitation type really depends on your location. We've had rain for much of the day, but as those temperatures are dropping, colder air is moving in. We're starting to get more of that changeover to some mix and some snow, and it's going to be a process for many areas. Right now, we're still looking at mostly rain around downtown Cleveland, but east across some of the higher elevation areas of Geauga County, we're starting to see a little bit of snow show up on the radar, and then off to the southwest where that colder air is moving in a little bit faster. We do see some flakes trying to get into the picture out towards Huron County and portions of 71 through Ashland, Richland counties as well. So this changeover is going to continue as we go through the evening hours here, and we'll see that lake effect really becoming our main concern tonight and into tomorrow. Some of that even lingers into Tuesday morning, and some of those lake effect bands could be heavy at times depending on how those develop. So if you catch one of those lake effect bands, we could have some snow totals that add up for those locations. Not everyone is going to see big totals with this, but we do have that weather impact alert that's going to be mainly for tomorrow and early Tuesday. Plan on extra drive time, and rapidly changing conditions also are going to be possible with the nature of some of these lake effect bands for especially those commute times through Monday and even into early Tuesday. We'll talk more about the snow and the rest of the week coming up, Lena.
Oh, and school superintendents will be watching too, whether or not to close school as well. All right. Thanks, Jessica. We'll see you again for another update in a few. Meanwhile, tonight, road crews are gearing up for the first snow of the season with hundreds of trucks ready to go and thousands of miles to cover. ODOT says it is prepared and wants to make sure drivers are too. Natalie Clydesdale spoke with the folks at ODOT. She joins us now live with more. Hi, Natalie.
Hey, Lena. Well, a spokeswoman for ODOT tells me they're ready to go. She says crews are in and they'll work 12-hour shifts around the clock until this snow event moves out. Now, ODOT has more than 400 trucks across Northeast Ohio on deck. They have to cover about 12,000 miles of road across 17 counties, and it currently has 230,000 tons of salt available. The spokeswoman says one good thing is that the pavement temperatures are still relatively warm in the mid to upper 40s, so salt will work to treat the roads. If you see crews wetting the salt a bit, they're just doing that to make sure it stays in place and does not bounce around. Now, even though it's Northeast Ohio and we're used to the winter weather, she says the first snow always tends to catch drivers off guard.
First snow does always seem to be the worst for all of us. We're very accustomed to driving on the dry or maybe just some wet pavement from the rain. The snow is a different animal for all of us.
Drivers are advised to allow extra time and stay at least 4 car lanes behind snowplows and give them space to work. This is very important because last year, 54 snowplows were struck by cars. Now, coming up tonight after Sunday Night Football, we'll hear from a local hardware store about what homeowners should have. Lena, back to you.
All right. All good reminders. Natalie Clydesdale in Cleveland tonight. Thank you.